guys, I'm back with another video. So today's video is yet again another girl talk video. We're doing another podcast here today. As you guys can see by the title, it says Cardi B and her ratchet antics. Now, Cardi B has been in the blogs a lot more than she usually has. Well, she's always on the blogs. She definitely always talked about. But she has been in the blogs a lot and social media and trending a lot for a lot of the things that she's been doing. She's recently got into a fight with Nicki Minaj and the girl whipped that shoe. She threw that shoe at Nicki Minaj, as well as getting arrested, being involved with a girl who tried to discredit her whole entire come up. Cardi B is a very talked about person, and there's a lot of controversy that's always, all around her name. There's a lot of times that she's just always talked about. I feel like Cardi B is very I don't know what to call. I cannot think of the adjective to describe her, and that's a lot coming from me because I could say a lot. I could describe real quick. But Cardi B, let's just break it down real quick. So starting off with the fight with Nicki. Originally, I didn't want to say anything about this because honestly, I'm biased. I usually don't try to be biased because I give commentary and I try to see both sides and just bring what is needed to the table, to the forefront, and just go off of my opinions as well as speaking true facts. But I'm just a Nicki fan, y'all, and I cannot help it. She's been around way too long for me to switch up like that. And it's not that I want to like one and dislike the other one, because I still want to see both women win, even though they have made some very controversial comments, very controversial actions. But I'm not about to sit up here and hate somebody because they made a mistake. I'm just not, because then I would have to hate myself, right? My thing is this: Cardi B, to me, has a lot of ratchet antics, and sometimes it can come off as very ungrateful. So with the whole thing of Nicki and throwing her shoe and, all of that, I know she's recently spoke out about why she did it, and, people told her it was the wrong place and wrong time, but essentially it's like, I'm not about to catch the girl in the grocery store, so I might as well beat her right here at this very big event that we're both going to be at, which I understand. I agree with that, because it's not like she's about to catch Nicki in the street, you know what I'm saying? But I don't agree with what she did. And I feel like what Cardi B does is a result of how she's able to get away and how she's coddled and how people make so many excuses for her because she is their fave, and the way how she's perceived. Now, Cardi B has a great marketing team behind her, so she's always promoted. She's always been getting that whole boost into society, into our faces. Everywhere you turn on Instagram and social media, you're gonna see a post about Cardi B somewhere. And because she is so open and she's so, willing to get on social media and share her life and talk about anything and do it in the most raw and uncut format, she definitely does put herself out there so that we see her a lot, which I think it works to her advantage and makes her more marketable, that she is a bit relatable with most of us, and then we don't always have to see her glitz and glam and have a perfect life. She does tell us about her struggles and tell us about certain things that happen with her, and does give, I guess you could say, advice to people on her platforms. But sometimes I feel like she can come off as a bit ungrateful or a little bit unhumble, because yes, every rapper is going to give you that whole I came from nothing and now I'm this, I thank God, I thank my fans, yada yada yada. But you also have to follow through with what you do. So throwing a shoe at somebody because of what he say, she say, to me it's dumb, because Cardi, there are people in your comments 24/7 who put you down, who talk about your child, who talk about your look, who talk about the way how you talk. There's people that have always been hating on you from day one, whether that be the girls that were in the strip club, whether that be the girls that you worked with, whether that be the people who were on Love and Hip Hop. There have been people talking down about you since day one. So the fact that it tears you apart, or it makes you act out a character, that somebody like Nicki Minaj gets under your skin so much, it's like, why do you pick and choose who you want to be mad at? Now, when it comes to Nicki, I really, like I said before, I didn't want to make a video about that whole entire thing, because quite frankly, Nicki Minaj, man, like, that's just my girl. So it's like, I don't hate neither one. It's not like I like one to hate one, but I just like Nicki more because she has more of a track record. She's been out here way longer. She was the only female rapper in the game for my generation for a while, and she's still out here making hits, okay? And that's just been, and I'm girly with the Barbie and the pink, and so I just was always attracted to the Nicki Minaj. So when Cardi came out, it was like, okay, we got something new, but these women don't like each other. So I didn't want to make a video because I knew it was going to sound biased, and I'm trying my best not to sound biased, but Nicki is honestly the queen of this generation when it comes to female rap, and that's just period. You cannot take that away from her. And I know people's rebuttal is things like, oh well, she should be a bigger person and she just want what Cardi has. Cardi's married and has a baby. Nicki's almost 40 and she doesn't have that. Let's be real, you guys, and let me tell you why I feel like sometimes I have to give Cardi just a little bit more ridicule than Nicki. Just sometimes, they both wrong most of the time. Imagine being the best at what you do and genuinely putting in the work, writing your own raps, or just following the authentic protocol in whatever field that you're in to be taken seriously. Being the one that honestly makes a way for other people to come under you and be who they are. And then on top of that, consistently having relevantism and creating content that is honestly appreciated by the masses. And then somebody just randomly comes and is doing the same thing that you're doing, and you know, at first you're gonna be like, okay, who's this? And then you find out that their journey to being what you are or what you are to be is not the same, or it's I guess you could say it's compromised, or it's taken an easier route, and they took a certain road and they got everything and are still getting everything that you worked so hard for. Every last one of you would be mad. Period. And don't tell me that you wouldn't. See, a lot of you guys fail to realize that if you have been the one in this game and someone comes and just does it in a matter of boom, that fast, and you had to scrub and scrub and scrub and scrub to get where you are, you would be mad too. You would be mad. Whether you want to be or not, whether you should be, you know, welcoming of the next person, you would be mad. And then you have the whole generation of social media, which really wasn't as deep as it was when Nicki first came out, throwing you guys together and making you guys just, you know, hate each other. So sometimes I feel like Cardi B would have taken the same route as Nicki. I could give her a little bit more respect, but because it's almost like a ha in your face, nah boo boo, I did the same thing and I didn't have to work as hard. People like me, I just like to give credit to people who are hardworking. And I'm not saying that the girl doesn't work hard, but it is very funny how fast she got her fame. So I don't mean this to discredit her. It's just, it's not the same as Nicki, and that's why Nicki probably has been a little bit like, hold on, what's going on? And why is everybody hating me and loving her? So when Cardi, who has that support and has those fans, and I mean, you have to remember, Bodak Yellow came out in June of 2017. It's only been like a year and some months, and she has surpassed Nicki in certain categories. So of course, she's gonna be mad. Nicki, you're gonna be mad. You guys would be mad too. And then when she turns around and does things like get so mad about things that Nicki has said or done, I don't understand. And then followed up by ratchet antics like throwing the shoe at such a prestigious event. I just can't get with it, y'all. That's ratchet. That's ratchet, and it shouldn't be glorified. And again, it shows how society will sit up here and boost their faves and give slaps on the wrist to their faves. But if Nicki would have done it, it would have been, oh, she's horrible, she's that. Or let's say if Cash Doll would have done it, oh, her career is over. And it sucks, because that's how a lot of times it's done. Now moving on to the fact that Cardi B was recently arrested because she allegedly was someone who was in on the whole the incident that happened with the two sisters who are also strippers or bartenders at a club in New York. They got jumped by people of Cardi B's posse, and because Cardi B was in affiliation, she turned herself in and got arrested. Now that just screams to me ungrateful, because you have this platform, you have this beautiful baby, you are with a man who I guess, you know, loves you. I don't believe in the whole, you know, say he's got to keep cheating, but I don't believe in that. He don't love you, sis, but that's another story for another day. You know what I'm saying? You are surpassing the best female rapper of this generation in certain categories. You just have so many things that you should be grateful for, and you just are still caught up in the nutty, crazy, ratchet antics from your past life. It's like, why hasn't she moved on and just kind of transformed herself into somebody who is above the nonsense? I don't mean forget where you came from. I don't mean any of that. But why is it that Cardi B is so willing to throw away something that is so precious, like the career and the opportunity that she's been granted, that people are still working so hard for, that people wish they had the same spot as her, for something so ratchet like some petty little New York bar stripper club beef? That's ratchet. All I'm saying and what I mean is that when you're granted an opportunity that is as sacred, that's this rare and is this important and is this luxurious as Cardi B has been granted, do not take it for granted. To me, I'm starting to see like, it's like, oh, it's whatever. I got my fans, I got my baby, I got my money, I got all of this, so I'm still gonna do whatever. No, it comes a point where you have to just let that go and ride with the flow. And I want to see Cardi B just get away from all of this stuff and stop being so caught up in these ratchet antics. And there's going to be more to come. No, her career is not over. No, she's not going to be that, you know, affected by her actions. She just has that crutch because of who she is. But if another person did that, it wouldn't be the same. So Cardi B, as fast as you got it, is as fast as it can get taken away from you. And that goes for any woman, any person. As fast as you get to the followers, the fame, the fortune, maybe you're the most this in whatever field that you're in, you're the highest in whatever field that you're in, as fast as you get there is as fast as it can be taken away from you. So you cannot take things for granted. You just cannot. Why do you guys think you see a lot of YouTubers who used to be popping on and popping back in the day who are nothing now, whose channels have died? Because sometimes arrogance and feeling entitled have caused them to just lose their fan base because you took it for granted. You can't take anything for granted. You have to have a sense of humility from the start of your career to the middle to the end, and so forth. So I say this to say, Cardi B, just come on, sis, get it together. Okay, you don't have to keep up with these ratchet antics. When you have an opportunity that's so sacred and so rare, take your opportunity, be humble, and don't take it for granted, because as fast as you get it is as fast as it can be taken away. So that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your comments in the comment section about this topic. How do you guys feel? Do you guys feel like she's ungrateful? Do you guys think that she has to stop being ratchet? Do you guys feel like she's just human and she's made some mistakes? How do you guys feel about it? Let me know. Don't forget to follow me on all of my social media networks, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.
I need tongue, I need face, I need brain, concentrate. Apple phone, product case, killer weed, rock a lace. Fuck the move, buy the ace, fuck the goals, drive a